Turning to obituaries, brought to you by Curtis and Son Funeral Home, the North Chapel on Highway 21 in Sylacauga, and the Childersburg Chapel on Highway 280 in Childersburg. 256-245-4361. That's Curtis and Son Funeral Home, Sylacauga, Childersburg. Funeral service for Ronald Timothy Williams, age 48, of Deatsville, will be Saturday at 2 p.m. from Curtis and Son North, a memorial service in honor of Mr. Williams. Visitation will be Saturday from 1 until 2. Reverend Eddie Forbes, along with Junior Owings, officiating that service. Online condolences at curtisandSonFH.com. Curtis and Son Funeral Home, North Chapel, directing. Funeral service for Buford Glenn Tapley, age 87. That service will be Saturday at 1 p.m. from Ursery Funeral Home in Talladega. Visitation will be Saturday beginning at noon, also at Ursery Funeral Home. Ursery Funeral Home, Talladega, directing. Funeral service for Ruby Pearl Dark, age 93, is today at 1 o'clock from Union Springs Baptist Church, with Pastor E.L. Jacobs officiating. Interment in the church cemetery. Sims Funeral Service directing. Celebration of life service for Pamela June Hutchison Lightsey, age 63, will be Saturday at 2 p.m. from Oak Grove Baptist Church. The station begins at 1:30. And Alabama Funeral Home and Cremation Centers of Dadeville handling those arrangements. And if you would like to make a monetary donation in lieu of flowers, you can do that to the Oak Grove Baptist Church in Oak Grove, Alabama. Funeral service for Louise Magnolia McKinney Scales, age 79, is today at Greater Ebenezer Baptist Church. That'll be at 2 p.m. The Reverend A.G. McKinney is the pastor, and the Reverend Johnny McKinney will officiate. Interment in the Pine Hill Memorial Park. The body will lie in state at the church 1 hour prior to the service. Terry's Metropolitan Mortuary directing. Funeral service for Cherry Fight, age 100, of Talladega, will be Saturday at 3:30 at Ursery Funeral Home Chapel, with Cliff Goodwin officiating. Burial in the Pine Hill Memorial Park. The family receiving friends Saturday from 3 till 3:30 at the funeral home. Mrs. Fight died on January the 28th. She was a lifelong resident of Talladega and a member of the Talladega Church of Christ. Ursery Funeral Home, Talladega, directing. Funeral service for Minister Delton Smith Jr., age 80, will be 2:30 Saturday at Perry Thomas Ministries, with Elder Gary Smith, the pastor, and Bishop Charles Williams officiating. Interment in the church cemetery. The body will lie in state at the church 1 hour prior to the service. Terry's Metropolitan Mortuary directing. Funeral service for Lou Jean Jones Swain, age 80, is Saturday at noon from Kelly Springs Baptist Church. The Reverend L.L. Jacobs officiating. Interment in the church cemetery. The body will lie in state at the church 1 hour prior to the service. Terry's Metropolitan Mortuary directing. Memorial service for Grace Evelyn Walters, age 76, of Talladega, Saturday at 10 a.m. from Ursery Funeral Home in Talladega. Dr. Rusty Sewell officiating. The family receiving friends Saturday 9 until 10 at the funeral home. Ursery Funeral Home directing. Funeral service for the Reverend Billy Herbert Hardman, age 86, of Goodwater, is Saturday at 11 o'clock from Goodwater Baptist Church. The Reverends Joe Fain and Wayne Henderson officiating. Burial in the Smyrna Cemetery. The family receiving friends tonight, 6 until 8 at the funeral home. Reverend Hardman died Sunday, January 24th at Coosa Valley Medical Center in Sylacauga. He was a member of the Goodwater Baptist Church. Radley Funeral Home directing. Harriet M. Fordham died January 28th. She was a member of the Sherwood Baptist Church and later transferred their membership to the First Baptist Church of Alexander City. The family receiving friends Saturday 9 a.m. until 9:45 at Radley Funeral Home in Alexander City. Funeral service in the chapel at Radley at 10 a.m. There's also a brief graveside service in Albany, Georgia, where she will be buried on Saturday at 3:30 Eastern Time. Radley Funeral Home in Alexander City, directing the family requests that in lieu of flowers, donations be made to your favorite local cancer charity or the Cancer Research Institute in Mrs. Fordham's memory. That's a look at obituaries this morning. The North Chapel of Curtis & Son Funeral Home on Highway 21 and the Childersburg Chapel on Highway 280 in Childersburg, 256-245-4361. Your Dignity Memorial Funeral Home is Curtis & Son Funeral Home, Sylacauga, Childersburg.